Hello everyone, welcome here. Today, we are going to play some Sniper Elite 5 specifically. We were in the middle of Mission 2 last time. I believe we had just gotten over... Oh yeah, that's right. There's a whole bunch of guys directly underneath us and we're up in this tower. I don't remember why everybody and their brother came over here. But they did, and I don't appreciate it. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 guys down there. We could go out here, slide down, go to who knows where. I don't think anyone actually knows we're here. They just heard some noise or something and came over this way. But I don't remember the exact circumstances of why we ended up here, so... Let's go ahead and move this body. I don't like where it's at. There. A little better concealed. You can't just see it through the windows easily now. Okay, so where are we trying to go and what are we trying to do? We have a dude to kill. We have an office to get into. There's an armory over there, apparently. That contains shit we don't need. There's 2 more workbenches somewhere around here. I wouldn't be surprised if one was back here in this building. And maybe one's back there or something. I don't know if that's an accessible building or not. It doesn't look like it. Could be over here. One way or another, we need to get out of here. We need to get over generally that away. I don't like how open everything looks on the map, but actually looking out there, I don't think it's as bad as it looks. And these assholes all hanging around below me is... There's like 4 guys down there. We're definitely not going to want to try to shoot them from up here. Okay, they've decided there's nobody down here. That's good. Actually, there might have been 6 guys down there. Okay, well there's 3 guys right there. There's 4 more. So, okay. That was a lot of guys, alright. But they all headed up the road, so that's out of my immediate area of concern. Also, I don't remember... I think I shot 1 stone eagle. But we need to be on the lookout for more of them. Oh, fun. Just what I needed. Okay, let's get over here to this grass. Is that the Jaeger? No, that's an NPC sniper. Yep. Okay, well that's extra fun. We're lucky he didn't see us. I don't like this place from the point of view that I am extremely exposed. But I do like this place from the point of view that I have a pretty good view of a lot of open area. But also, there's no flipping way the Jaeger's going to come running down here. Not unless he has brain damage. So, this is a horrible spot and I really need to move. The problem is, not only do we have an NPC sniper over there, who could see us if we moved in the wrong way, but hello, survey. Okay, we need to get back over into those buildings, I think. Go ahead and load armor piercing. Okay, that is definitely not the Jaeger. It's just some random ass guy. Is there a phone around here? Yes, there's one right there in that building. Okay. Like, this isn't terribly great cover. Well, it's not cover at all, it's concealment. Concealment is not cover. Because if you are detected, if your location is known through concealment, it cannot protect you. Whereas cover is always your friend, no matter what. I'm really glad the invader didn't arrive while I was treed in that tower. Okay, that's that same guy. He's making circles around there. Alright, I want to go back through that gate. Okay, that guy's not the Jaeger either. Some random dude moving around. Is that him? That could very well be the Jaeger right there. I just marked him, so I should... Unfortunately, he was out of view when I marked him, so I couldn't see if he reacted or not. So that was kind of probably a mistake. What I was hoping is that I would see him suddenly react when I marked him, and then I would know if he was the Jaeger. Because I couldn't see well enough to tell if he had multiple guns on his back, which would be the other way to know. Or if he was moving quickly, you know. I'm hoping I can just go to the other end over here and that'll be far enough. Yep, okay. Moving through the grass like this isn't exactly safe, but... No, this looks just like a normal dude. Okay. He was looking around with binoculars, which is what made me concerned. I don't like sitting here with the sun in my eyes like this, but... we should go call that phone. I'm kind of hoping the Jaeger will call the phone, because then I'll get his position for free, TM. He'll also get my position, sure. But as soon as that happens, I can go sprinting off back into there. That would be the plan anyway. We're definitely not going that way. We'd go back through the cleared areas. Okay, that's that same guy who keeps going around there. Well, I really want to go call that phone. But I also don't want to move. Screw it. We're going to go call that phone.
Wo ist der Jäger? Es ist wichtig.
Der Jäger? Hat sich hier gemeldet.
Okay. He doesn't know which phone we called from. However, he was over there on that side of the building when he... Okay. Now, he's definitely moved. But who the hell knows where he might have moved. Also, there's a infiltration point over there we'll have to go worry about later. So he has absolutely moved from there. There's no way he's still there. However, we don't know if he's gone toward us or away from us. So... I'm going to stay right over here for now. Actually, no, I'm not going to. I want to get back up into that tower, I think. Maybe not, because it's kind of restrictive. Okay, like if I stay too close to the phone, he will, he knows I was at a phone, but obviously doesn't know if I'm still there. Matter of fact, if I was smart, I wouldn't be anywhere close to a phone. And yet, here we are. So the question is, where has he decided to go from here? I'm not immediately visible from this door, but I might be from those windows if he runs past them. Or at least I shouldn't be immediately visible through that door. Yeah, somebody was sitting back a ways and was carefully scoping this area out. They could probably spot the rifle bot and such like. But if somebody just runs past, they shouldn't notice me. That said, we don't have a whole lot of view area here. It is safer than being in the grass over there by those tents, but not massively so. So really calling the phone didn't do anything for us, except maybe make him move. Because it revealed he was in a spot that there's no way, no how I could get to. Because remember, he can freely move around the map. I really can't. If there's enemies around, we just kind of want to stay away. Like, I could totally be moving into an enemy area, but then if I screwed up, it would all go to shit very, very quickly. Even to more than it would otherwise. So I do kind of want to be in that tower because I can look out the windows and see more area. But also if I'm in that tower, like elevation, windows, it's a prime spot to scan if you're looking for somebody. Let's go call the phone again. I don't like being in the open there. It makes me nervous. I'm gonna call the phone again and see where he moved to.
Wo ist der Jäger? Es ist wichtig.
Der Jäger? Laut dem letzten Bericht ist er hier.
Okay. If I were him, I'd have a pretty strong suspicion. That I had called this phone. I don't want to be close to this phone anymore. Well, actually... Can I get behind those hay bales? No, I can't. Okay. Okay, he knows where I'm at. Let's keep going. They might have been at that same phone we were just at. Okay, which phones could have you been at? He could have been at that one, or he could have went to this one. Let's get behind the slope here a little bit. Okay. So he knows roughly where we were. He's supposed to be the one hunting us. So he's going to come over there to check the area? Because I'm going perfectly willing to do my very best mouse impression for a nice long period of time. He doesn't seem interested. Like, if he's hanging around up there by the building, I'm not going over to that building. I have all the time in the world to not go over to that building. Sure, that's where all my objectives are. But nobody ever said I had to do my objectives in a timely manner. Matter of fact, there's some solid reasons not to do my objectives in a timely manner. Namely, a Jaeger that's hanging out over there. Okay, we have less view here. Okay. Not sure if this goes anywhere that I want to go or not. Because I am tempted to kind of proceed along this path. I could set like a mine or something along here. I don't think I'm going to, though. There's not a huge chance that he'll walk right on the mine. And mines aren't very useful if you walk beside them. This isn't narrow enough to mine. Come on. Gonna have to come in here after me sometime. Go ahead, call the phone. I dare you to. If he calls the phone, I'm headed over to that group of bushes and I'm hanging out there. I do kind of wish it didn't put a white outline on me when I'm hiding in a grass. But I'd like to be able to see actually how hard I am to see. I don't think I'm quite as hidden as I'd like to be in this grass, but once again, concealment is not cover. There he is. I don't think he saw me.
Just clip them. Come on.
Alright. There was a guy sitting on a bench right there. That worked about exactly the way I'd hoped it kind of would. Alright, back to what we were doing before we were rudely interrupted. I was kind of hoping he'd just be running along through there, but he thought he was sneaky, and I'm okay with that. Snipers are ambush predators. Alright. The guy up there in that tower's gotta go. So, how far away is he? 173 meters. Okay. Load regular ammo. There's no point wasting our armor piercing against this guy. Yeah. Okay. That's gonna be an annoyingly hard shot. Yeah, we'll dial in for 200. And then... Oh, come on. The first shot hit him on the helmet. I should have kept the armor piercing up. He doesn't seem to have alerted anyone else. That was actually obnoxious, though. He moved just enough that my initial aim wasn't on anymore. And so I adjusted. And it was just a little bit wrong the other way then. And so I adjusted again. And then I'd gone just a little bit too far, I think. And so I adjusted back just a little bit less. Anyway, we finally got him. And it was a headshot, too. Although it definitely wasn't one shot, one kill. This rifle is not well suited for that kind of shot. It ironically would have been a lot easier if he'd been slightly farther away. Although it would have been harder to see him, it would have been closer to the crosshair, and I wouldn't have had to have quite as much holdover. I don't want to shoot that guy, because I don't know who else is in that area. Okay, he is in there by himself. Inside this little hut would be a perfect place to hide out during an invasion, I think. You would see if anyone ran through here and you could pop out behind them and just machine gun them in the ass. think we're gonna pop out and grab this guy. Into the box. Yeah, look at this. Sit right here, you're completely invisible, have full view of the whole area. This would be like a godlike ambush spot.
Damn.
Okay,
Old intel. Already know this.
there's like 3 or 4 guys out in that area. Okay. Note to self, would you not want to go out into that area? Kind of already figured that out. Okay. I don't think we can hide in the flower beds here. There's like 2 guys right there. I want to get up into that building. Okay, there's a guy over there. We can climb that, get in there.
Ich hab was gesehen.
Go, go, go. This is where we shot that sniper a bunch of times.
Looks like it's part of the set. Getting the rest out of here to the resistance. Interesting. I can certainly take advantage of this.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't unlock that entry point down here, did I? That's annoying. I should go back down there and do that. Don't really have that great of a view from here. Windows are too narrow. Problem with third person, you don't get a really realistic view through things. Okay, there's a bunch of guys patrolling this back area. Which I don't appreciate. Is there anything downstairs?
Jetzt wird still. Das gefällt mir.
Just danger. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an entry point back here somewhere. Alright, so I want to get out of here. I wonder if I could shoot that guy right there. If I shot this guy here too. Because there doesn't seem to be anyone over there. Like, I could pick off a couple guys in this back area and then hide the bodies. That would free me up a lot. Okay, like there's that guy. There is a dude in that pavilion, or whatever you want to call it. There is a guy back there by the back fence. He's almost exactly 200 meters away. Now...
Als würde jemand über mein Grab laufen.
yeah, it'd be a bit of a risky shot. There's enough windage that I don't want to try it if I don't have to. Like this guy and that guy. If I got rid of probably that guy first and then this guy. I don't know if anyone else would be able to see that. And then I could drag both of their bodies away. He's still basically point blank. Anyway. I think we've seen what we can see from up here. Let's make our way back out and grab that entry point I missed. I would kind of like to see what's on the lower level down there too. Can't jump over the hedge for some annoying reason. Okay. There is a guy right there in that place, or there was. He never looks this way, I don't think, though, so we're good. And we're far enough away now, he wouldn't get a good view of us anyway.
Staging area secured.
Oh, okay, that
This'll
is
be
the
a
only...
good place
Oh
to
yeah, we got
start
found the
from
other
for
entry point, I remember now.
operations.
Okay, so we found all the entry points. We're still 2 workbenches away from finding all of those. Yeah, see, there he is. He shouldn't be a threat. The only guy who patrols through this area we took out. That's his rifle laying back there. Okay. One thing we do have to worry about. There were a couple of guys that came down from the lower area here and walked up these steps. Okay, looks like we can get into the building right over there. It's up there, I think. We could climb these vines to get into the building right there. And who knows what this lower entrance leads to. I'm not done yet, though, out here. I do want to explore down there later. Okay, there's that guy. Like 3 or 4 guys in this outer area that I want to shoot. And I'm wondering if I can just, if I do it carefully and in the right order, if I can just take them all out without any trouble. It's like this guy right here, I think we can shoot while he's standing there on the stairs. And that guy over there, I think we can shoot while he's standing over here. They both should be nice straight point blank shots. And then we go grab this body and dump it down there somewhere. And that body, dump it somewhere out there, who knows where. And this guy up here hopefully doesn't see shit. Because him and that guy over there are also problems. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was a stone eagle somewhere in this area. Okay, these two are off sync from where they need to be.
Hey, look.
I wish it could see the range to my markers I place. Because you can see exact range to enemies with binoculars, but you can't see range to points. Which is a little weird. Okay, so this guy's headed back over to here. So on the next go around, we should be able to pop them both. We're going to shoot him first, because I don't think this guy can see him when he's back behind those bushes. Okay, there's his head right there. Also, he's got a helmet, so we're going to switch to armor piercing. No, he's moving. Stay in there for a while. Okay, they're just out of sync. We'll wait a little longer and see. Okay, he's arriving right now. Yeah. It's like we could pop this guy right now. Poof. And then that dude over there isn't visible. Although he's going to be momentarily. I don't know if anyone can see him there though, because I don't know what's over there. And I'm not willing to trust it to chance. So we're going to wait a little longer. And if they don't get back to on sync for a while, then we might think we might go do something else. But as long as their periods aren't the same length, they will eventually get back till they're both over here at the same time. It might take a while. But it will eventually happen. We could also just shoot him, not right now, but once he's back in there. And then get this guy when he comes around, because I don't think he'd be able to see that body over there. I don't know where the guy who's walking in circles here is, though, right now. Screw it. Let's go back to normal ammo, because this other guy doesn't have a helmet. Okay, we're committed now. Because when this idiot rides back over here, we don't want him going over to there. I don't know if he would see him or not, but we're not going to take the chance. Oh. He saw something. That guy didn't see shit. Okay. We can jump out this window and climb down, but that seems risky. We're going to take the stairs like a rational human being. I don't think that guy's going to turn around and see us. Moving this body's going to be annoying, though.
Guess I grabbed everything useful.
I think we're good. Is there anybody in this area? Doesn't look like it. Not gonna trust it though. Okay. We can't get in this building. So we should just dump the body around the corner by that. Yeah, none of this is actually... Let's grab the body from where it's laying and move it over here to this side would be less visible. I don't think there's anybody back in this area at all. And we have the other body up there in that thing. Which we may be able to just leave there without any bad effects.
Viel zu still. Das gefällt mir nicht.
Okay, we're hidden. That body is not, though. Okay, this dude doesn't seem to have seen the body. That's good. There's a body box right there. We can go knock him out. Don't turn around. Don't turn around.
Should keep them quiet for a while.
There's a bunch of dudes down there. We don't want to see us. Okay. Was that the dude who was up there? Quite likely. So I think the only person here in the back still is that guy over there. Who I currently don't see. It makes me a little bit nervous. Thought I saw a couple of guys over here. Yeah, there they are. I can't tell how close or far away they are, though. Okay, that guy's still there. It's just you can't see him because the flower buds are tall enough. Okay, that's good. Means we probably don't have to worry about him just yet. I was just confirming that he for sure didn't for some reason just decide to go over here. So the guy that we got over here was probably the guy who was standing in that, I guess you could call it a gazebo? Okay, wait, what is that? That's not a couple of heads poking up there, it's something else. I don't see any stone eagles. I really expected to see a stone eagle somewhere that you can only see from the inside. Interesting. Oh, it's the top of an alarm horns. Okay. That guy's gotta go. He's the only one still in this back area who can see us. Or, you know, could see us if we walked up to the back of the building. So we're gonna make our way over there and knock him out. He's consistently facing away. We're going to go dump him into this building over here. And that should mean this entire rear courtyard is clear. And safe, TM. As safe as any place can get in this game. AKA, I wouldn't want to run through it, but okay. Now, there's a guy over there walking through the lower area. Curious where he goes. There's two guys down there. There's one guy's walking away. And there's one guy standing right there beside that pillar. He's facing away, just standing there. So I wonder if he is just on guard in that spot. Because we haven't seen him move. And I think the guy that was walking away was the guy we saw walking up. I think there's one patrolling guard and one stationary guard over there by the other side of that bridge. Yeah. Okay, good to know. We do have an entrance to the room building here. Can't see shit. Our target is probably one of those officers. If I had to guess. Okay, well, not any of those three. Could be that guy who's behind the box, though. It looks like that's the window that you could climb into if you climbed up the vines. So that does not lead into a very happy spot. He's got to be the guy, because he's supposed to be in the ballroom. So he's got to be the dude who's behind those boxes. No. Really? Well, there's not any of the guys that are in here. The game has lied to me. How dare. He probably patrols or something. Okay, there's a guy over there. There's a guy up here. Guy over there between those vehicles. Somebody's fancy staff car. Alright, there's at least 3 guys that I can see guarding this other lower courtyard. We can climb those vines to get into this tower. I would be very surprised if there wasn't a way to get into the tower from the other side as well. We could probably climb into that window over there. From somewhere. Okay, there's some vines you can climb up to get up a bit, and then probably onto that balcony maybe. Alright, clearing this lower area would unlock some options. there another guy down below this area? Don't think... Oh, there's a guy right there. Okay, there's 4 so far. Of course, we can't forget there's guys in the building, because one just walked past the door over there. Alright. Well, we don't have any hope getting up any of those vines in any of those rooms. Unless we clear this area. But go ahead and disable that alarm. It shouldn't ever matter unless things are going completely to shit, but well, you never know. Sometimes things do that. I want to get over to that side, those gardens over there. I don't know if there's any Germans in them. I'm sure there are. Yeah, there's a guy right there. Okay. There's a dude in that tower out there. Okay.
Out like a light.
I don't see anyone else around here.
This'll come in very useful.
So we're just going to leave the body there for now. Okay, I think except for the 2, maybe 3 guys are down by that gate, there's nothing over there. Yeah. There's still at least 2 workbenches we don't know where are. I don't like this area. It's very narrow and there's not much cover. It looks surprisingly German-free, though. Okay, there's more vines that could be climbed to get into a window, probably. There's a dude who could take out and hide right there. Oh. Okay, we could shoot him when he's over there behind those boxes, but I'm not going to go down there and try and knock him out. Because of that dude on the bridge. What I could do... Is this grass tall enough to hide in? there's some over there that is, though. Okay. So if we hide here in this grass... Where was that guy coming from? He must patrol down into here and then back out. Unless it was like a one-time trigger. Which is entirely plausible. It could be he was programmed to stand down here until the player's within a certain distance and then walk around. Or something. I bet there's a workbench in that building right over there.
Over there.
I bet you there isn't. Oh, well, okay, guess it is. Problem with third person is your facing direction isn't tied to your camera direction. Yeah. I bet you there's a workbench in there. Gotta go check. After we deal with this dude. Go wait for him to stop, turn around, and go start going back, and then we'll grab him. Stuff him in these bushes. There's no one else down here that should be able to see us. I mean, go down to the lower level and head over there and see what's up. I might investigate a little closer from up here, though. Okay. There's some vines here we can climb up to get back up here. There's a German over there. Okay. It's very unlikely he's the only person in this area. There's some vines that you can get up onto the roof. And I think I see a hole in the roof up there.
I was supposed to find this intel. The Resistance have done well.
Workbench! SMG magazine mods. Okay, sure, whatever. Smaller magazine. Lose 12 rounds. Gain some spread accuracy and aim stability. It really doesn't seem like a very big difference for losing 12 entire rounds. Yeah. Don't think I care. Is there anything I can get that gives me greater zoom on this? No. 5x is the best we can get. Alright. That's a bit sad. Okay. There's one more. One more workbench on this map. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it was somewhere in the main building. If it's over here, though, I'm going to be extremely annoyed. That's going to be very hard to get to, I think. It might be in the Chateau Armory. I would not be in the least little bit surprised. Okay, I don't think there's any other reason why I want to be down here right now. I guess I should look around and see if there's any secrets or anything hidden in here. Like these documents here. Okay. Now. Let's get the hell out of here and back up to the actual area where the objectives are. Unless we could go through this orchard and skirt around the outskirts some more. See if there's anything interesting around the other sides. Also, I really need to be looking for more stone eagles. Oh, there's one right there. 224 meters away. Okay. Let's load regular ammo. Okay. One more stone eagle to find. Yeah. That's gonna be fun. Put him in the grass right over here.
I better move.
Chat. What I'd really like to know is where that guy came from. Because there was nobody over that area before. Okay, it's calmed down again. I'm really surprised I made that pistol shot because I knew that guy was there, but I didn't know where he was up there. I could hardly see him. It must have been somebody patrolling around there or over here somewhere. Saw it and then ran over to here. Because I'm pretty sure there was nobody here. And definitely one of those guys was the guy who was on the bridge there. Probably the guy who ran over here and down here. But No real way to know for sure. In any case, he can disappear into the bush. And no one will ever know. Except that guy who's currently cautious. But he won't know, he'll just suspect. Okay. On the bright side, we were planning to take that guy out eventually. The one who's on the bridge. It could be a guy, could have been the guy who was on the bridge and a guy in here. But then I'm not sure how they saw me, because there should have been enough of an angle that they shouldn't have been able to. Okay, yeah, we can climb in through those windows from below. Alright, I'd really like to get up into these towers. And maybe I can spot another stone eagle from there. Because there is one more stone eagle somewhere, and I'm at this point fairly sure it's not anywhere on this building. I could try sniping that guy from here. It would probably be safe. But he is facing outward, so if I go inside the building... Yeah, at this point we just need to go inside and start looking around. The problem is inside is going to suck. I don't remember what the audible distance is on this submachine gun. I think my quietest gun is still my rifle. So we're going to be using that inside. Well, no, we're going to be using the pistol if we get surprised. But if I get to or have to take a shot where I have time to repair, the rifle is still the way to go. Okay, there's a body box right there.
Moment mal.
They'll find me if I stay here.
Shit. Shit. Well, Not exactly ideal. It's kind of interesting. There's a windage meter there at the top for this gun. I'm not sure why. I didn't think there was for pistols. There's not elevation, just windage. And it gets weird when you sweep the gun really fast, which I suppose makes sense. Suppose you could use it to figure out how much you had to lead something by, but shit. Bastard cheater and his stupid cheating helmet.
Los! Bewegung! Bewegung!
I think I might just end up reloading here. Like, we're surviving fine.
Wo ist der?
Oh, shit. Got flanked from two sides. Alright, yeah, let's just reload. Okay, this is from just before we went inside at all. So there's at least two guys probably down in one of these rooms here in the end. Or was it that room in the middle? I'm gonna load up armor piercing. So if I have to deal with the helmet, yeah, we'll deal with the helmet. We don't have a huge amount of armor piercing, but that's fine. We can live with that. I think there's a guy right above us. Okay, there's a guy in that hallway. We could lure him back here and knock him out. That'd probably be a good idea. Because okay, the problem with being inside of a building is that there's like a million idiots in here and they're all spread out throughout the building and you have no idea where they are. They could be right on top of you and you would never know. Unless you hear their footsteps. And I don't know if walls block sound very well, if at all. I assume they probably do some. Okay, did you hear that? Somebody heard something. I'm just going to assume that he is not the only person who might have heard that. So we'll get the body hidden immediately. There's a concerning amount of yelling going on.
Knocked out. Keeps things quiet.
Okay. There's no way that anyone should have heard that bottle breaking, except the guy in the hallway. And yet, here we are. And it worked out great. We could fit 2 guys in the body box. We have 2 guys in the body box. Every single person we can get rid of who doesn't create a fuss and is well hidden, ends up being well hidden, is one less person who could create a problem later. It was probably the guy who was hanging around by the SAF car who came down here. Yeah, okay, so that makes slightly more sense that he might have heard that. Okay, we've got a lovely body box right here. Got a lovely spiral staircase. I do want to get higher in the building if I can at all possible. Okay. Guy just walked out into the stairs below us. Go knock his ass out. Once again, guy we can take care of without any fuss. It's always a good idea. We'll take him downstairs and stuff him in the body box. There shouldn't be anyone close by down here that would see or hear. Okay. Okay, I didn't like that. That was entirely too close. That guy going past down there. Okay, there's a guy over there. He looks like he's headed our way. Silent Scurver 43. Okay, did he go over there or is he still over here? Good question, nobody knows. He's probably still over there, if I had to guess. Alright. This is the deadest of dead ends. Okay, he is headed away from us right now. All right. Now, we wait for that guy to come back here, we knock him out. And I'm not sure what we're going to do with the body. Probably just leave it here, honestly, because I don't think there's anybody else up here. We could go and grab him right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait. There's a pretty decent chance he'll come through this door and head that way. In which case, we just grab him right there. Easy game.
Nothing else to find.
Okay. Now, we do need to find
Closed for repairs. Sounds like my way into Mulder's office is here.
drop in from the attic.
This must be the damaged attic space. Can make my way into Mulder's office through here.
Okay. We will worry about that later. We still need to find that one stone eagle. I'm pretty sure it's not on this building, but...
Better move it, or I'll be discovered.
Well, that was annoying. No one to blame but myself for that one. Let's reload. We're not going to lose much. Yeah. We're not going to lose literally anything. Okay, we're going to keep armor piercing loaded in the pistol. And then we're going to keep a nice close eye out for this idiot over here, who may or may not be here right now. Yeah, there's nobody there. Well, there was somebody there now.
Nothing else.
Let's find a place we can hide the body real quick.
Another one in the bag. Nice.
Alright, we better get that body out of here. Couldn't be more obvious if we tried. We're gonna dump him in this side room here, which is not terribly... Yeah, he can hang out in that bed. Oh,
Interesting.
papers
All
too.
right. I can use this.
Stairs down into there. Gotta set a shoe mine there, because I don't want an NPC coming up those stairs and blowing themselves to Kingdom Come extremely loudly. Whereas a shoe mine is somewhat unrealistically at least a little bit quiet. Okay, I wouldn't be at all surprised if there was somebody in that room. There's definitely somebody below us. Okay, nobody seems to be in this room. If you clear this whole top floor, that'll open up plenty of possibilities.
Ich hab was gesehen.
Okay, there's a guy at the bottom of the stairs here. It doesn't seem like we can go from here to anywhere over in that wing. Unless we drop down onto this area. It does look like we can probably get back up here via the ladder. But I don't know if that guy would see us if we tried to climb down. Probably. I could throw a glass bottle over there and draw those two over to it. Probably. But I don't want to alert them to anything. If I don't have to. Okay, so parts of this we can access easily are cleared. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize there was another area up there. Okay, this is not where I thought it was. That's what I was thinking of. This over there is where I was thinking that machine gun was. I really don't know where that damn stone eagle is. Let's leave that shoe mine there for now. Let's go over here into this corner tower and have a look out each of the windows, see if we see anything interesting. Okay.
This must be the damaged attic space. Can make my way into Mulder's office through here.
Yeah, there's definitely no stone eagles over there. So where were the stone eagles? There was one that was over that way somewhere. I don't remember where the first one was. Well, apparently none you can see from here. Alright, where do I want to go from here? I think I want to drop down onto that balcony in the corner and try to make my way onto the balcony that's behind the ballroom and identify whatever I can in there. But to do that, okay. I probably should have went down the stairs where I put that mine. Actually. Because I don't know if there's anyone down that hallway. I don't know. I don't think there's anybody above me.
Was?
It's time to move.
Somebody heard that. Well, so this guy never shot. I'm pretty sure he didn't yell either. So I'm not sure why everybody and their brother's running now. But we are well and truly screwed. Oh well. Yeah. Let's not do that again. Let's go over to where those stairs were, and we'll go down those, because we can control our entrance to the area a little bit better that way. Okay, I want to grab that guy. So what I'm debating is whether I want to throw a bottle to lure him there, make him stop. I'm going to whistle, and we're going to grab his ass when he comes up the stairs. And hopefully he comes up by himself. If he brings a bunch of buddies, then we'll just grab them one by one as they come around the corner.
Was?
Oh,
Hello?
somebody heard that. But it wasn't who I wanted to hear that. Still, it'll be fine.
Guess I grabbed everything useful.
Stuff him in the side passage. Really? Nobody heard that? Okay. We'll wait for that guy to be right at the bottom of the stairs and we'll whistle and see if that is he's close enough. Nope. That guy's attention. He's probably not going to come all the way up the steps. But if he turns around and starts going back down, we're headed down after him. Or we'll just whistle. That would work too. No, it won't work. What the hell? He is like immune to whistles. Interesting. Okay. Well, that didn't work out how I wanted it to at all. Oh. Come on, dude. There he goes. I don't want to set a shoe mine down there because I don't know if it'll be heard. It says quiet, non-lethal. We could set a lure mine. Which would lure guys over and then explode. That would be a bit iffy though. So how about we don't do that? I think what I'm going to do is we're going to wait for him to go into there. We're going to go down to the bottom of the stairs. We're going to grab him at the doorway. It's a little riskier than what I was originally planning. Because someone else is down the stairs, down the hall that way. Could be an issue. But we made a bunch of noise and no one came, so there's no one close. Okay, he can go upstairs and hang out with everyone else. Now, there's at least one more guy over in the corner over there. who I would like to go grab. Don't know if I dare whistle or anything to get him over here. I don't, because like who knows who's in the room over there, or around the corner over there.
Wer ist da? Hallo?
I'd better go somewhere else.
Damn it! There's a third guy somewhere. Also, I shot him in the face and he didn't die. I think these armor-piercing rounds are trash. Actually, no. There might not be a third guy. Nope. Okay, correction, they're definitely the third guy. And a fourth guy at the bottom of the steps. And a dude over there.
You're lucky I was feeling non-lethal.
Zeig dich, du
Cross
hinterhältiger
Kumar off the
Mistkerl.
list.
Komm raus und kämpfe!
Well, no, we're not doing that. I want to get that guy based on whatever his optional way to kill him is. Which I still don't know what it is yet. All right. Note to self, we do not want to go down that corner. Also, let's just go ahead and load up regular ammo in this pistol. The armor piercing doesn't seem to do shit. We will grab this guy patrolling this hallway, though. He's easy to grab. Okay.
Grundgütig.
Let's get the body out of here before anyone comes over here and notices. No. I want to go that way. Right there, that room over there was where we got caught earlier. Okay, that's a nice little room. Body hiding area. Heck, this would probably be an ideal room if I was going to spend some time whistling. Okay.
Ist da jemand?
There we go.
Ist da
Yeah.
jemand?
Come over here. It's one less plausible problem. Hoping that draws another one in. Like I hear lots of guys walking, moving around, but I don't know if they're close enough to hear that. Okay, at least one is.
Better move it, or I'll be discovered.
Eindringling!
Come on, come around the corner. You know you want to.
That'll give you a headache.
Damn it. Damn it. If they'd arrived just a little bit more spaced out, it would have been perfect. As it is. I'm still going to whistle.
Ist da jemand?
Because if I can get a guy up in here, or two. Just once. And then we'll wait. Because it might take him a while to get here.
Ist da jemand?
Yeah, you. Come over here. Okay. Now, I don't know why all the rest of those guys arrived the last time. I mean, I was still whistling, but I don't know why they heard that and not. Nobody else seems to be coming. So that's good. Wasn't there a guy out on one of these balconies earlier? Maybe we cleaned him up already somehow. Okay. So there's plenty of guys out front. We don't want to disturb them. If we can avoid it. There's a dude right there. Dude, where do you think you're going? Okay, there's a bunch of guys who are passing through here all the time. Let's just stay in here and see if we can grab another one. I think he was too far away to hear. Or behind the wall or something. Like I'm gonna assume that walls at least partially block sound. Okay, like that guy didn't hear. How could he not? I'm pretty sure that
Ich hab was gesehen.
Okay, I thought I heard somebody say something. Were they saying something because they wanted to say something? Or were they saying something because they heard me whistle? I don't know if it's the same guy who keeps walking through that area. It looks kind of like it. But, man. He is deaf as hell. So I go poke my head out here pretty far. And we'll wait till he's about to go through the door and we'll whistle and then pop inside. And if that doesn't work, then we're gonna have to throw a bottle over here.
What?
Yeah, he definitely heard that. Okay. Do you think we can get another one? Where in the hell did you come from and why are you running? Does that make noise when you use it? I mean, it does make, it makes audibly makes noise, but does it make noise that enemies can hear? If so, why would you ever use those things? That's weird. Let's load our last save. Yeah. This should be just before we got that guy to come over here.
Moment mal.
Oh.
Wer?
There's two of them. That's why. So that guy didn't see me knock the first one out. But he must have heard when I put the body away or something. He's definitely suspicious. Come on, come over here and check it out.
Out like a light.
Alright, now we wait for a bit longer. We get another customer, that's great. You can pile up on top of that one. If we don't, that's just as good, because that means nobody heard us or saw us. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. We were at the top of those stairs earlier. I didn't see anyone down on this level. There is an officer over there. Is he the only one up here? No, there's one behind the bar as well. Unless that's the same one, he just got over there while I couldn't see him. That is entirely possible. I could whistle him over here and knock him out, but I really don't know if I would draw anyone else. There's definitely someone at the bottom of those stairs. I think the guy behind the bar might be the same one who's wandering around out there. We'll know in a minute. Yeah, because he's turning and leaving right now. Okay. So if we go over there and hang out behind the bar, we can knock him out when he comes over. Okay, where is he at? There he is. I need to figure out where he's at and where he's going, so I know where I can go to get him. Like, this is a little iffy. I don't like being here. He should be able to see us quite clearly from right where he's at, but I think game mechanics are saving our ass. When he turns around to leave, I think we'll go after him. Because he does appear to be the only guy up here. And we can hide his body behind the bar over here. Okay.
Think I've grabbed all I can.
Sabotage the chandelier, which is probably part of how we murderized the guy we're supposed to be murderizing. But where is he? He's supposed to be in here. We haven't seen or heard hide nor hear of him yet. And all I know is he's supposed to be in here. So I'm willing to bet we're supposed to wait for him to go over to those bottles of whatever it is on the ground there. And then sabotage the chandelier and crush his ass. However, I don't know where he is. So do we wait and see if he comes in here? Like if he's on a patrol route? Or did he get disturbed from his route and will never come back? I'm going to assume he's probably on a patrol route. But I'm not sure how long he would be. If I sabotage the chandelier now, it probably won't go off when I need it to. It'll probably go off immediately. He didn't look anything special when I saw him. Or not saw him. Yeah, I did see him that one time. We shot him. He didn't look anything special. It's like we did come in that door over there and look down into here. We didn't see him from that angle either. So I don't think he's actually in the ballroom, despite what the game tells you. An antique is stored in a safe in his quarters. But I don't think that this actually marks where his quarters is. Who knows where they actually are. He might be in his quarters. We might need to do something to get him to actually come out here. But usually by this point you would have got a pretty good indicator what you need to do to get the special assassination on him.
Ist jemand. Das gefällt mir nicht.
I think that guy caught a glimpse of us. But he's not heading up here, so I don't know what's going on. Neither is the guy below us. And I'm okay with that. But yeah, quite clearly, whatever we're supposed to do here is not going to happen on its own. So there's got to be something I'm missing to make this guy head out here to... So where is he? Okay, so there was a guy down on the ground floor. There isn't any more. That does not mean it's safe to go down there. Okay, so where did we run into the dude? He was over in that corner room. Arriving down the hallway. Tempted to throw a bottle over to there. And then see if I have any guys I can knock out and stack upstairs. I could try going over here to the corner and whistling. And then retreating back into there. We could probably get that guy over at the end. But maybe not. Because whistling seems really not very effective at drawing attention. Seems to work either extremely well or not at all. And in this case, I think we're just far enough away that it's not at all. That guy's too far away for me to want to make a pistol shot. And there's too much between me and him for me to want, or in this area, to make me want to try to take a rifle shot. Even if it'd be quieter. Because I don't want to have anybody see the body fall.
Friedrich Kummler. He's on the list.
Okay. He's right there in head office. How do I lure him over? Let's go ahead and spend our points real quick. I would like this quick trap skill. Let's go ahead and get those two, and then we can go for rifle special ammo next. Okay, so the dude's office is right there. I need to somehow... Is there... a thing... I don't think it metals has this. No. Like, usually it unlocks something related to a weapon. Yeah, I don't think there's an easy way to find out what the optional objective is for this one. Not without going through my weapons individually. Surely there's a way to lure him over to the ballroom, because it said he was in the ballroom. And he definitely doesn't leave that room. Not right now, anyway. I'm going to look it up. Because it could be I did something that screwed it up or something. Okay. Well, that's nice. He's in his office, which is interesting. Most people seem to be complaining about him hiding out somewhere in the basement. Which is weird. But apparently the accepted method for getting that particular challenge is to knock him out and carry him over and dump him underneath the chandelier and drop it on him that way. Which is not what I want to hear. So, I guess we're going to have to knock him out. I don't have any non-lethal bullets. And then we'll have to clear out all those officers, which would be really annoying. But I do really want the kill challenge. I need to get rid of that guy right over there. Very badly. And with the officer we're after right there in this room. If we throw a bottle or anything, it'll draw both of them over, and that's bad. So I think I'd just be better off sniping his ass from here and hoping there's nobody down the hallway you can see it. Let's go ahead and load up some AP. And we'll pull back a little farther so we have more room on our audible range. And then we wait.
They'll find me if I stay here. Old intel. Already know about this. Interesting. I can take advantage of this. That's all.
Okay, we have the key to the office we need to get into.
Mulder's office. I've got the key. I can get in nice and quiet. Window. Old chateau like this. Ledges and railings should let me travel around the outside.
Yeah, it seems dangerous though. We're not doing that. Okay. You can hang out in here with your buddy. We'll have to come back for him later. We need to go clear all those officers out of that ballroom. And we need to clear a nice route to get to the ballroom. This could be a colossal pain in the rear. Thankfully, we cleared pretty much most of this area over here, as far as I can tell. So that just means we need to worry about whatever's downstairs here. So at one point, I was way up in the top level looking down over that ledge. I think that ledge right there. And I saw a guy standing right here. Is he patrolling? And just happens to come over here sometimes? Or, much worse, is he, well, that wouldn't be worse. Is he one of the guys we took out already somewhere else? And so he just never going to show up again. There's no way to know. Except sit here and wait for a bit and see if he shows up. And then you never quite know if you've waited long enough. You might not have. And then just as you're pretty sure that he's never coming back, because you already took care of him or something, you start moving and all of a sudden he comes through the door. There's almost certainly guys down that corridor. And there's probably a guy in this room over here. Patrolling, if nothing else. So... I think you hear footsteps over there somewhere. Okay, maybe not. Let's go find out if there's anything down here. Okay, there's a guy over there. There's almost certainly a workbench in here. Okay. Yeah, that over there looks
Let's
like prime.
put this workbench to good use.
Yep. I was gonna say that looks like prime workbench material over here. That's probably the only German down here then. When he turns around, we're gonna go over there and knock him out. Okay. Rifle stealth supplies. Hell yeah. We can put a bayonet on this thing. Make this a little more accurate, a little slower firing. I'm okay with that. Oh, hello. Fancy meeting you here. Sneaky bastard. Okay. Let's grab this body and move it back there so it's hidden better.
This SMG could do some damage.
I don't want it. Okay. It looks like there's another set of underground areas through there. Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's go back up to the ballroom and start thinking about how I'm going to take out officers. Because I've got to either move or remove enough officers that I can get our target hauled underneath that chandelier. Okay. That just exits out there. That's not a problem. Okay. So there's one guy right here in front of us. One guy over there behind that table. One guy over there back in that area. There should be another guy in here somewhere, I thought. I could probably... Where did the... Oh, there he started right there. I just didn't see him for a second. I could probably whistle the nearby guy back here and beat the shit out of him.
Was war das? Das habe ich mir nicht eingebildet.
Easy game.
Nothing else to find.
Now, where did the guy who's up top go? Okay, there he is. So you could probably shoot him right now and be covered. But that seems risky, so we're not going to. What I am going to do is I'm going to take this officer. I think he just spotted me. That's actually good. Yep. That's great. Okay. He caught a glimpse of us, so he thinks we're over here, but he doesn't know who's over here, so he's all... off on his special mission. Okay. Oh, there's another one coming. Hell yeah.
It's time to move.
No. Oh, man, that was... almost went horribly wrong because I got caught in a stupid sign. Alright. Now we just have the guy over there who apparently doesn't know what's going on. Must have been the wind. Yep. Alright. Well, let's go back upstairs. I still have to find the stupid third eagle, but we'll do that later. Let's go back upstairs. Let's go back over to What's-His-Face's office, and then we'll drag his ass over here. We need to get rid of that last officer still, but it'll be easier to do once we... Well, not easier to do, but it'll be just as easy to do later as it is to do it now. And the rules are pretty simple. Never do today, which you can safely put off for tomorrow. Alright. Come along, Mr. Ossifer. You have a date with a chandelier. Yeah, I don't know if we made just slightly too much noise or something. Because I did have to look up how to get the guy lured over there, and everyone seems to be complaining that he, or everyone had the same question. Seems to be complaining that he gets stuck in the wine cellar. Which is definitely not where he was. I'm gonna go upstairs so I can get a bird's eye view of the area. And make sure that other officer is the only one who was there. Okay. Yeah, he's standing over there by that door. And he is indeed the only one. Okay. I'm actually going to leave him alone. Gonna wait for him to go down from up there, and then we're just going to walk out, drop the body underneath the chandelier, and give him a good old smooshing. Come on. No, come on, don't just walk over there. You're supposed to walk over by that doorway. Well... Well... Finally. Want to get up there and get the thing dropped before the other officer comes back and spots him. We should have plenty of time to do it, but...
Got the drop
Oops.
on him.
New weapon unlocked, K98. Oh no, the chandelier malfunctioned. It probably was the wind. Okay, I don't think there's any reason to go back over there. We have the safe code to Kumler's quarters. We have a couple different ways to get into Muller's office. We have all 3 of the workbenches. Okay, so we want to go to Kumler's quarters next. I think that's up a floor. There's a bunch of unconscious officers laying over there on the ground, but the one who's running around hopefully won't discover him. And if he does, it's not a big deal because we don't have to come over to the side of the place again, I don't think. So apparently that room we were in that had his name on the door and everything wasn't the one in his office? I don't know. Oh, it could be his office versus his quarters too, I guess. That makes sense. Yeah, because this is his office, I think. And then his quarters are down the hall. Now, this area is not safe. Or might not be safe. Pretty sure it's not safe. Okay, so there's a guy in there. And he went over to here. Guy just went past over there. I want to knock this guy out. Please come through this door. Oh yeah.
Can't find anything else.
Well, just drop the body straight down in this corner. That's also not ideal, but that's a little better than it was at least. I want to grab the guy who goes over here. Okay, that seems to be a dead end. There do not seem to be many people up on this level. So that's good. Come on. There he is. I think we can just leave the body here. Not gonna trust it though, because there's a body box right here. Okay. I already investigated those stairs earlier. We used them to get here in the first place. This seems to be a small dead end. I think this guy was the only person in these two offices or rooms, whatever they are. I'm gonna trust that though.
Interesting. I can certainly take advantage of this.
Okay. Classic
Bingo.
safe behind a
That's the last one. Should give these to the resistance. Keep them out of Nazi
Okay.
hands.
optional objective completed. Now, the only thing left to discover is where in the hell that last eagle is. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we found one that was it over on this building maybe or somewhere? Damn it, I wish I'd remembered where they were. Let's get this body out of the hallway. Okay. Really don't know where the damn thing might be. I don't want to extract until I find, or I don't want to finish the objective there till I find it. But I really don't know where to look. I wish there was a place I could get to on top of the building. That would be a much better place to look around from. Like, you really... Okay, let's start marking some likely looking spots on the map and see where those spots are. Okay, that's definitely not it. That's a dovecote. Or at least I'm pretty sure it's not it. Hmm. Yeah. I don't think we're going to find anything in here. Let's go outside and explore around a little bit more. But first, let's go ahead and actually get into here. So we don't have to come back.
I'm in. Time to find this top secret project. Get out of here.
Okay, this is where we would have dropped down if we decided to drop down.
A hidden room. Mahler's one crafty bastard. Opening mech... Not here. Nothing.
Of course not.
False wall panel. Sneaky bastard. Friends in Japan. Just how many connections in the Axis does Mueller have? Okay, Operation Kraken, let's see. Kriegsmarine, Ausland SD, meeting at Beaumont Saint-Denis. Sounds big. Something like this would explain the crackdown on the Resistance. Got what I came for. Time to link up with the Resistance and get out of here.
Alright. We will not be exfiltrating quite yet. Because I want to find that damn Stone Eagle. So I believe we have most of this area down here cleared. Okay. So I think we saw one from here. Was it from here? Thought we saw one out this way somewhere. I don't remember where it was now. And that's a problem. Because if I don't remember where it was... It's almost always on a rooftop somewhere. On a high point. Usually visible from all directions. Although trees and stuff like that may block your view from some of the directions. Like usually there's nothing about the building it's on that would block view from various directions. Of course, there's definitely not a rule. I'm pretty sure it's not on the main building here, because I've looked at this from all sides. Okay, so this is the dovecote that's over there. I think I've looked into this area already. I don't remember where the first one was. Which is definitely not helping things. Actually, if I look in... No, not game options. Service record. Collectibles. Okay, it doesn't tell you where the ones you found are or were. Over here is really the only place we haven't been. Because going over here would be dumb. Because there's nothing over here but angry Germans. Or at least I think there's nothing over here but angry Germans. Okay, that's the footsteps I heard. Shit, we're 100% gonna get spotted here.
Can't stay here. They'll find me.
Yep. Well, we had a very recent autosave, so we'll be good.
Moment mal.
Time to relocate.
Nope, he spotted us. Okay, that autosave might be a little too recent, but we'll try it again. Come on, truck. Go on by.
Ist da jemand?
Better move it, or I'll be discovered.
Yeah. Okay, the good news is that if I go down prone immediately, the truck won't see me. And if I stay down here, we probably, that guy up there probably won't see me either. Okay, maybe the truck will see me if I stay down here. Oh, yeah, okay. They can definitely see that. Damn it.
I better go somewhere else.
Yeah, I know, the truck's stopping. So why did it drive past the one time and not this time?
Moment mal.
Can't stay here. They'll find me.
Los, los. Was?
Yeah, no. We're not doing that bullshit. This might be good. We have very little time to get to someplace that's covered. Yeah, no. I think I can do it if I just go just a little farther. We've got to be aware of that guy up there. But also if I just keep heading down this way. Nope. Okay, well that time we screwed up a bit. Surely. Okay, the truck keeps going. Yeah, last time it was because we screwed up there. That guy's headed back. We just gotta make it over to this grass and we're good. Okay. I kind of want to get over there so I can get a better look around the bridge.
Knocked out. Keeps things quiet.
Let's move his body to the grass. Okay. There doesn't seem to be anything like along the river or anywhere. Yeah, no, it's just a weird crack in the rock. There's nothing up along this ridge line. Where even was the first one I shot? Like, usually there's a good bit of distance between an eagle and where you can see it. So this doesn't seem like a very likely area. But there's not really any other huge view distances anywhere else either. Screw it, I'm gonna look up where it's at. I don't want to spend all year trying to find this damn thing. It should be eagle number 2, I believe. On the bridge, just before the main gates, look out to the west. Stone eagle number 2 is on the tip of a ledge and can be easily taken out with your sniper rifle. What? Oh, I see. I would never in a million years have found that. And the worst of it is we're in the right area looking more or less in the right places, and I don't think I still don't think I would have found it. It's right over there somewhere. Not sure if you can see it from up here anywhere or not.
Moment mal.
Better move it.
Hey, stop wasting your ammo, dude. Damn it. Gee, I don't know if I can get to a position where I can see it without being on the bridge. Well, actually, no, there is one place that I might be able to. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Look away.
It's time to move.
Well, of course I can see an angle that looks in there. Alright, look, I just want to go over to a place and look at a thing. Can you guys leave me alone for a second? Okay. I wish I could clamber over that fence, but I can't.
Better move it.
I don't care about his ass. We've been down here before.
You're lucky I was feeling non-lethal.
There it is. Yeah, I never would have found that in a million years. Because there was no way I was coming down to any of these bridges. That was very well hidden. Alright, where do we have to extract? In the back. Okay. There's a couple of guys over there looking our way. Oh, I thought I was out of view. Like I thought I had gone around the corner. Apparently not far enough. Well, if they come down farther in, that's fine. You can do that. I don't care. Because that'll just pull them right away from where we're going next.
Long grass. It's a better place to hide.
Because where we're going next is over there. I don't really like this mission very much. There's not really any great view. There's too much close quarters. Too much sneaking around inside of a building. I don't appreciate that. Too many choke points. Hello, what are you guys doing here? Yeah, this area was completely clear earlier. I suppose they spawned guys out here after finish your objectives. Oops. Okay. Yeah, we'll just use regular ammo. Alright, note to self, this place is swarming with dudes. Was swarming with dudes.
Wir müssen den Feind abwehren.
Five kills in less than 60 seconds with a rifle. Okay, that seems pretty trivial, honestly. There, make it 6 kills. Alright, our extract should be up here somewhere, I think. Yeah, straight ahead. Yay, we actually finished a mission today. Averaging what? One mission every 2
Ich hoffe, Sie
weeks?
haben gute Neuigkeiten.
We still have a
fürchte
whole
nicht.
day left of this
Ihr Büro im
week, so
Chateau
it'd probably be more like one and a
Wurde
half.
ausgeräumt.
Mein Büro? Wie ist das passiert?
Wir haben einen Saboteur erfasst. Aber er redet nicht.
Bringen Sie ihn her.
Vous aurez beau me torturer tout ce que vous voulez, je ne dirai rien. Mandez nazi. Le Shadow va venir vous descendre tous d'une balle en pleine tête. Vous ne verrez rien venir. Oh.
Der Schatten
Bitte?
hat Operation Krake den Scharfschützen angelockt. Der Walens Ratte und Bohms Raketen zerstört hat.
Update received from Blue Viper. Fairburn continuing to investigate Obergruppenführer Abelard Möller. Intel recovered at Chateau de Berengar. References: Operation Kraken. We also have details of a number of high-ranking Nazi individuals linked to the operation.
Vogel, der Gipfel darf nicht gestört werden. Versetzen Sie unsere Scharfschützen in Bereitschaft. Dieser Schatten soll nur kommen.
Intel indicates Möller aware of Fairburn. Suggests continued pursuit high risk, if not impossible.
All right. We unlocked a revolver. Don't care about non-lethal ammo, which I also don't care about. Not really, anyway. Complete the mission with over 20 tagged enemies that have not been killed. Okay. I mean, I knocked out a lot of enemies. I don't know if I would exactly call it pacifist, though. Okay. Enemies unconscious, 44. 26 kills. 1 alarm raised. 15 bodies discovered. Womp, womp, womp. Alright. Spy Academy. It is 10:39, so we're not going to start this today. But let's go ahead and expend some points. I don't really care about pistol special ammo all that much. An extra item slot would be nice, though. Okay. We have armor piercing and non-lethal ammo available. So we might as well load up on both of those, even if we don't really care. I'm not going to bring non-lethal for this. Okay, this thing has 18-meter audible range, This thing has a 14 meter audible range. Which is pretty good. And this is like 31 meters, which is not that great, but is better than nothing. Alright, the empty slot. We'll take more bandages in? Sure. Until I have something better to carry anyway. Alright. Hopefully it saves that for next time. Next time, of course, being tomorrow. Yeah. Hopefully we get started a little earlier tomorrow. I got started kind of late today for a variety of reasons. Most of them focusing on me not going to bed very early the day before. But anyway. Yeah. Tomorrow, more Sniper Elite. Monday, have some Crab Champions. Tuesday and Wednesday, I think we'll play a little more Warframe. I do really, really like playing Warframe. The problem is, I don't really want to get back on the treadmill again. Because I have enough video gaming treadmills as it is. I don't need more of them. But also, it's a really fun one, so... Yeah. Did I watch any of Tenacon? No, actually I didn't. I didn't realize it was today. Not until after it happened, anyway. So I could have got myself a free Mesa Prime, which I guess I already had a Mesa Prime, so it's not that big of a deal. Oh well. Finally going to Tal later this year? Yeah. Now see, I really, really, really like Warframe. It's fun. I greatly enjoy playing it. I want to play more of it. But at the same time, I don't want to give it the time investment it requires, or at least deserves. Help. Anyway. We're going to play more of it next week, though. And we might play more of it for a few more weeks. And I might play it a little bit off stream here and there. But, like, I'm not getting back fully into Warframe. It's not going to happen. There's no way. No matter how much I wish I could, there is no way. But anyway. Thursday, of course, will be some Zoo Tycoon. We're scarily close to getting into the very advanced scenarios and unlocking the mystery animals. And then Friday shall be some EDF, where we hopefully finish the current run. And then next Saturday and Sunday will probably be even more Sniper Elite. Judging by how fast I'm moving through things, it'll take a little while to finish the campaign. Much less if I decide to play any of the DLC. Anyway. Let's see. Is anyone in the old follow list doing anything tonight? Nom's playing Elder Scrolls? Okay. What is he up to? It looks like he's doing the same thing he's always doing over there. He's standing in a circle talking to a bunch of people. You know, if I had infinite time, it would be kind of fun, I think, to at least try out Skyrim RP, but that falls even more solidly into the same thing as Warframe, in that I do not have the time. Hopefully, I see you all back here tomorrow for more very slowly sneaking around and shooting things that get in my way. And I will see you all later. Good night and goodbye.